Hey everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I want to talk about quantum shifts today, quantum jumps. So there is different information out there, and this is how I look at it, and this is how I would suggest you would create a quantum shift for yourself. So you know that everything is existing now, which means that a quantum shift is nothing more than choosing a different reality, focusing on a different reality. Like if you feel that you're stuck and you feel that nothing's moving, it means that you have been behaving and thinking and emotioning about things the same way as you have been doing the whole time. Because no movement is not possible. No movement means death. And death is not even no movement because you move from a different form into another form. So no change, no movement is not possible. That's the first thing to understand, which is also, for me, it gives a very free feeling. It feels like freedom. It feels like, nice, that is not even possible. So how then do I create a bigger shift? Because if I feel like I am stuck somewhere, it means I've been thinking the same thoughts, because we know thoughts create. Thoughts, emotions, and beliefs create. Okay, so how do I then create all of a sudden different feelings, emotion, and thoughts? Well, thoughts are not so difficult. You just think a different thought. But we know that a thought linked together with emotion, that a belief is a very stronger way of creating, is a much stronger way of creating. So how do you then create this quantum shift? How do you then really start to feel and believe something different? That is by doing something different. And when you start to do something really that's very different, and I will give you a few examples in a bit, then you will get uncomfortable in your body, like really uncomfortable, and you have to sit with that, go through it, because the only way out is through. Go through it, and when you're at the other side, you will experience different things. You will have made a quantum shift to a version of you that is already comfortable with the new behavior. And with the new behavior and the new version of you comes new thoughts, new emotions, a new awareness of being. So you've made a noticeable shift, which is a quantum shift. So you know that how Einstein says you can't solve a problem with the same mind that has created it? It's actually the very same thing with this. You can experience certain things, certain events with the same mind, with the same being that has created the things that you are creating now. Okay, so what can you do physically to make this quantum shift happen? Well, for instance, you could stop using social media. So think of things that are uncomfortable but are not harming. Yeah, they should make a better version of you. You could stop smoking. You could stop eating sugar. You could start exercising every day. And also you can make a challenge for a certain time frame. Because when you say to yourself, let's say you smoke, and you say to yourself, okay, from now on, I will never ever touch a cigarette again for the rest of my life. You will probably not even believe that if you have tried to quit smoking before. Maybe you could say, I will stop smoking for a month. Or let's take a different example. Stop using social media. You could say, okay, not using social media is too big of a stretch, but I could do only in the morning until 11, and for the rest of the day, I won't look at it. I won't do anything with regards to social media. Every time I feel the urge to check anything, I will go within, I will meditate, or I will take a walk, I will drink a tea, something like that. You can notice inside of yourself, like if it feels something that's going to be challenging and uncomfortable, that's the way to go. When it feels like you feel like, oh my God, like you're freaking out and you are already getting into a panic mode, then it's too much. So feel for you, where is this boundary? What's doable for me? What's doable but will be uncomfortable and challenging? And what will make me proud if I accomplished it? So this is what you're looking for. And then every time something feels uncomfortable, start to get happy, because that's where the growth is. And that's where you will experience the quantum shift. Okay, so this is one way of doing it, that you come from, let's say, the front perspective. But you can also reverse engineer, and you can find out, like, okay, I want to experience this and somehow it's eluding me. Somehow it feels like nothing's moving in this area of my life. So what you could also do is tune into the version of you that also already experiences this. Or when you feel you cannot tune into that, you can also make it up with your mind. You can also check, like, okay, how would this version behave? What would they do on a daily basis? Would they get up every day at 5 a.m. to start their day, first meditating and then do that and then do that and etc.? Will they, I don't know, compliment a total stranger every day just because they feel so confident and are not afraid to do something like that? Like, you can think up what behavior belongs to that version that experiences what you would like to experience, because it's just really normal for them. And then start to incorporate the behavior that fits to that version in your own life. And as I said, it will be and it will get uncomfortable, and that's where the gold is. It's not in that this is easy peasy, because when it's super easy, then it means it's already a part of you, who you are being now, and it won't create a quantum shift. The quantum shift is where the uncomfortableness is, not where the panic is. That's also a quantum shift, but that train will go too fast and you will hurt yourself if you jump on the train and you fall off. So that's not what you want. You want a noticeable difference that you can also incorporate easily. You don't want a difference that might be so big that you puke it out, or that you get sick, or that you get such a dip from it, because first you're on this massive high, see it as a sugar rush, you have a massive high and are super happy, and all of a sudden you crash and burn. That's not what you want. Yeah, this is it. This is what I have for you today. Wednesday there will be a blog post, and it will probably link in with this audio. It's on my website. I'll put the link in the description below to my website. And one more thing. If you feel like you would like to experience future self meditation, so how you can tune in with your future self, then let me know in the comments, and then I will make one. And if not, totally fine, then not. I wish you a beautiful rest of the day, and I trust that this audio helped you, and I see you soon. Ciao, much love.